What's up, Dragon Brood? So today, we're taking a look at a Gruul Food deck. And honestly, I will say it's more of a mono-green food deck that happens to have a few red cards in it, but there is enough red when you start talking about like Embercleaves and Bonecrusher Giants to really qualify it as Gruul, I suppose. But it was played by Noriyuki Mori at the Kaldheim Championships. Matter of fact, they might still be going on in the top 8 while you're watching this, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, just something a little different. I've kind of been thinking about the food deck and I saw this different variant on it, so I thought it was really cool. Why not feature it? So let's get into the video. Alright, so starting from the top, like I said, this is largely going to look like most food decks with just some room made for a few red cards here. But we're starting out with 4 Gilded Goose. Makes perfect sense. The only one drop that makes food. 1 Witch's Oven. And this is fine because you don't need a lot of Witch's Oven. You're not like going through that much food. But being able to get a little bit here or there, kind of fuel a Wicked Wolf, fuel Trail of Crumbs, just 1 or 2 more times is actually good enough. There is 1 Scavenging Ooze, which is kind of like quirky to just have 1, but don't mind it. 3 Trail of Crumbs, which is really a good search function for the deck to help you find the cards you need. 4 Bonecrusher Giant, 4 Kazandu Mammoth, 4 Lovestruck Beast, 4 Wicked Wolf, 2 Elder Gargaroth. And I am a big fan of Elder Gargaroth in the current environment. You know, if you can manage to get a Gargaroth down on turn 4, that does a lot against mono red. It does a lot against the other opposing aggro decks. It does a lot against mono white. I mean, it really does some work in this list. Even against rogues, you know, if you can sneak 1 through, it's really good. And it costs 5, so a lot of times I'm not able to get it with Drown in the lock, which is pretty sweet. 2 Embercleaves, 2 Feasting Troll Kings, which is the big monster in the deck, 1 Kogla. No way to really reuse Kogla and no real humans, unless you just return a human token. But, you know, not a big deal there. 1 Vorinclex, because it doesn't suck to have a Vorinclex. But I could see arguments that if you wanted to get overplaying Vorinclex, you could go into playing a 3rd Gargaroth, and I think that could be reasonable as well. 2 Great Hinge, 1 Shatterskull Smashing, 4 Mountains, 4 Castle Garenbrig, 7 Forests, 4 Crag Crown Pathways, 2 Ketria Triomes, and 4 Fabled Passage. I hate whenever Arena splits those up like that, but 4 Fabled Passage. So nothing real crazy here. Obviously, because this was in a best of 3 championship event, there is a sideboard. So feel free to check that out if you're playing best of 3. But for now, let's go take a look at some games. I mean, it's cool to still see that people are trying things, though, even as we get to the end of the season. You know, seeing people try new ideas. But definitely not something I had seen to this point. Opponent goes first. We're definitely going to keep this. There's no reason to really ship this at all. What do we do here? Do we go with the goose? Yeah, why not? We'll go goose. Let's see what's up. I thought about doing the 1/1, but like there might be some weird situations where we end up drawing a Wicked Wolf and want to use that. Like, I don't know. As much as this is an aggro deck, it's a very patient aggro deck, it feels like. The opponent has something to respond with here. I'm not sure what it is. Probably the white spell where you can put a counter or gain 4 life or whatever. That sort of thing. No, they have cycling. Well, that is good to know. I might actually be using a Wicked Wolf soon. We're just going to pass. We're going to try to be very patient here. And if we have to eat the opponent's stuff, great. Okay. Let's get some hitters down. I think we pass. I considered playing the Mammoth, but we wouldn't have had much else to do here, and I'd rather put pressure on the opponent. When you're playing against Cycling, if given a choice, I always want to put as much pressure as possible on the opponent. Or find a way to gain a lot of life. Alright, so next turn, we can play a Gargaroth, and then we can start just gaining 3 life every turn. And that'll make it a lot less scary. The way we like it. Though we're not going to do that. You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to... let's see. If I make 6 mana, that would give me 4 and 3, where I could play the Mammoth as well. No, it's 7. That doesn't do it. I have nothing I can do with 6. I have nothing. I could do that in one of these for 7. That's actually reasonable. I'll do that. Actually, I'm probably going to eat this food, aren't I? That mana's going to go to waste. Ah, well. Opponent's not cycling? Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to eat that food. So be it. Man, do they not have any cycling cards in hand? They might already be on Zenith or dead. Oh, Improbable Alliance. That's not going to do enough here. I mean, you got to play it. You do what you got to do. But that is definitely not your savior at this point. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, opponent has no outs here. Even a Zenith Flare is not going to do anything. It's only for like 5 right now. 6. Sorry. Yep. Yeah, we'll keep this. Can do some things with some Bone Crusher Giants. Probably going to have to. Right, well, whatever gets played here, we're probably trying to kill it. Yep, definitely going to be trying to kill that. Unfortunately, they're going to get life. So that's going to make this very difficult. Which sucks. Because I have played many a Clerical Icebond, and this is a situation where being on the draw is really, really bad. I think we just pass. If we were on the play, we'd have been all set this game. Being on the draw is going to make this very difficult. Because here comes some more Clerics. Probably in... Oh, Clerical Icebond. Did not want to see one of those, but at least here I can kill one of them. Maybe. Are they going to get rid of it? Village Rites, probably? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I actually don't hate that, though. Still limits our damage. I'm okay with that. It could have been a lot worse. Alright, now what do we do? Wish I had a way to make food this turn, so I'd be able to fight with the Wicked Wolf and kill that Cleric next turn. I'm just thinking we can get into a situation where maybe we could make food. And then just have like Wicked Wolf just chump blocking a Clerical Icebond for a bit. Which isn't exciting, but it's like a thing we can do. But yeah, I feel like on the draw, this is a really, really tough fight. I don't know how we're going to come back from this. Luminarch Aspirant. All right. All right, they're out of tricks at least. We're going to go to 11. Another Archfiend. I mean, I guess we're just going to have to hope they don't have a way to get Archfiend's Vessel out of the yard. I mean, I think that's kind of what we're going to be down to. which is a little scary, but I mean, is what it is, I guess. Though next turn, we would have 5 mana. I can't quite set up what we want. So let's do this. I mean, and we can still chump block for a little while with a goose or something, I guess, if we had to. Also, still not impossible to find an Embercleave or something. Can't quite Shatter Skull smashing our way out of this. Alright, there's an Aura, which is going to be real bad for us now. Because then we almost have to find a way to kill... so once we kill the Cleric... I mean, I guess we try? What's in the graveyard for them? Okay, everything's 2. So if we're going to kill it, now's the chance, right? And just hope they don't have anything. Okay, that worked out. That worked out. Okay. We're making some progress. I mean, we kill Aura, and they're going to get a Cleric of Life Spawn or a Luminarch Aspirant back. We don't love that. But it's also not awful, because then we'll have enough food that we could start blocking with the Wicked Wolf. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know how much longer we'd be able to survive Aura, truthfully. I think that's just what we have to do. I mean, I don't love it, but it is what it is. And as soon as they get one of the other clerics, they can start making angels. We're kind of wrecked anyway. And we're only at 9. So we're on borrowed time for sure. Actually, no, we're just dead. Not quite. Close to it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Alright, we're at 2. Oh, man, so many cards we could have drawn there. That was not one of them. That was definitely not one of them. Okay, the good news is we're not dead, though. We can still block, make food, sack the food. So it's not pretty, but we're not dead. It's basically the only way we can look at it right now. It's not flashy, but hey, you know, we got to take what we can get right now. And if the opponent has a way to get stuff out of the yard, then we're going to be forced to chump block with Goose, most likely. Alright. Putting it on... That's actually the worst thing for them to put it on for us, because we have to block the Faceless Haven no matter what. Can we just not block or something? What kind of weird shenanigans are these? I mean, do we just block with Wicked Wolf? Make a food? I'm so confused. Why'd the opponent attack this way? Like, I feel like I'm gonna get trapped. This can't be correct, right? Alright, I'm your Huckleberry. I mean, we're gonna do it. I mean, what's even happening here? I mean, I guess they're going to kill our Wicked Wolf in response. I mean, now our Wicked Wolf is dead? No? Nothing? For real? What? I don't even know what just happened. Like, that is crazy. Okay, well. You're going to catch me griping about it. All right, then. I mean, as much as I want to do that, I think I'm going to wait in case we need extra food for some reason. I don't want to get too hasty here. I mean, because we may need to actually crack this for life. This may not be a thing here. That's a real problem now, though, because that puts us in a real bad spot as far as blocking these Archfiend's vessels. Because then the next time we kill an Aura or an Aspirant, those are going to start causing real issues. Unless we just chump block for days. Which, you know, we do have trailer crumbs now, so things change. So we're attacking for 3, and then we take 3. So we don't have to kill either one of them. But we could kill both. And right now, they haven't shown they have a way to just get stuff out of the yard, except for maybe with Aura and having stuff die. And I feel like this is dangerous, but I feel like we also have to do it. We have Gargaroths we can block 5/5s with, so let's just see what the hell happens. I think this is just where we are. And if they get us, they get us. Alright, let's make a food. Let's crack a food. So we'll go to 5. We will pay. I guess we take Embercleave. At least that does something. And we found a Gargaroth. Okay. Alright. Starting to make some things happen here. Things aren't looking so bleak. So now do we attack just so they can get a 5/5 back? Is that enough? I mean, they could block with the Lunarch Aspirant, get a 5/5, but then we could block with Gargaroth. And then the next turn we could get kind of cheeky with an Embercleave. So yeah, I'm willing to do that. Actually, do we even attack with both? No, we just attack with one. Oh, they didn't even block. Oh, so they must have something else to get those out of the yard here. It's the only thing I can think of. Why else would you not block? Oh, it's just Taborax. Alright, not worried about that so much here. Yeah, this is going to be a wild turnaround if we can make this happen. Okay, Taborax gets a counter. We don't really mind that too much. Now here it's a matter of, do we draw 3... I mean, do we draw or do we make food? I think we just play it safe. Scrap that. I mean, I should have paid with the goose, but I actually want the life. We will take that. That is important. Oh, and we found a whole pile of food. All right, now it's game on. Now we have some things to talk about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we spend 4, that's still going to leave us 4 mana. So we can still use Trail of Crumbs again. We can still shoot something with Bone Crusher Giant. Do we attack with Gargaroth and company? And let them get 2 Archfiend's vessels back? The opponent would get a lot of cards, too. When all those creatures die, they're going to get cards from Taborax. They would get 2 things back out of the yard. This starts to get a little bit ugly for us. Man. Alright. I'm doing it. Let's gain 3, because this is going to get a little bit sketchy. Hey, thanks for liking the stream. Opponent's only going with that. They're going to take 10. We can make them take... Yeah, I mean, I guess we do it. mean, sure, you get your triggers, you get a life, get a card, all that mess. Sounds like a plan. Okay. We now have a Bone Crusher Giant. Alright, I guess we just let it go. Let's see what's up. The opponent's only at 11. We have a couple of big tramplers here. Priest of Haunted Edge is good, but not at this very moment. Their flyers can't really do anything to us here. Alright, we're going to make a food. We are going to crack that food. And we're going to pay. Ooh, boy. That didn't work out, did it? I guess we'll take Castle Garenbrig. Alright. So opponent's at 11. We have a lot of damage. They've got a lot of blockers. The best plan here looks like... Actually, no. You know what it is? It's just play Feasting Troll King. Because then we put the opponent in a real bad spot. Because now we can attack with this and this. Opponent's at 11. Wicked Wolf, we can get to a 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. So the troll, yeah, I think this is what we do. I might even just attack with this. I don't think it really matters. Because if that gets blocked by the 5/5, and then they split that up, they die. So, sure. And we still have access to Bone Crusher. I'm at 14, so I'm just going to draw a card now. Well, that's not bad either. This is a very weird build of Clerics. I don't think they needed the snow component, but I think we're in pretty good shape now. So this Wicked Wolf has potential to do a whole lot. Yeah, that sucks up some. Yeah, this is tough math for the opponent. And when their creatures die, well, that's optional from Taborax. All right. So what happened here? All right, so they're going to take 2. All right, well, we're going to stack them in the appropriate way, obviously. So the opponent's going to take 2, 6, that's 5. This is 9, 13. Yeah, we'll just sack. Yeah, we'll pay for 1. Why not? Take a Fable Passage. Yep, we'll auto pay for 1. Take a Lovestruck Beast. Then we'll pay for this one. And no need to pay. We'll decline. And then the rest is going to end the game. I mean, who knows? Maybe they draw from the Taborax first strike, and then they find a kill spell, and then they don't take damage from Gargaroth. Like, that could be a thing. I mean, you might as well. Alright, looks like it didn't matter. Alright. Alright. I guess we go ahead and keep this. Seems reasonable. Also, welcome anybody who's hanging out, just coming by for a late night stream. Just kind of seeing what's up, trying some lists that I thought looked interesting from the Kaldheim Championship. Not expecting anything amazing here, just kind of having some fun with it, playing some magical cards. You know how that goes. Had a little time this evening, figured I'd make some content for tomorrow for the YouTube channel. This hand, though, is not the best. So I guess we'll just attack for one. Not doing a whole lot here. Thanks for those of you that stopped by, though. I have no idea how this is going to play out, really. Or even what I'm up against. I have no clue. I did see, like, my rank deteriorated the last few days, though, which I find interesting. Not surprising, though. I think I'm going to go ahead and just cast Lovestruck Beast and see if maybe, just maybe, I can get this Great Hinge down. Thanks for the likes there, everybody. Yeah, we did a good stream earlier today where I was doing some commentary over the Kaldheim Championships. That was actually kind of fun. Let's go ahead and hit up a Great Hinge. And sadly, we can do nothing else right now, so I'm going to hope they don't have a Binding of the Old Gods, which they very well might. I guess I could have... Actually, a smarter play would have been to just play Wicked Wolf and fight their Realm Walker. And then next turn play the Great Hinge, because it could have at least played Mammoth and got something out of the deal. But it looks like they don't have the card, so maybe we're okay. We'll see. This is going to be a little closer than I want it to be. They did have the binding. See, if I'd have been just a little more patient, if I'd have just been a little more patient, would have been smarter. And now I got punished for it, as I should. I mean, I say I got punished. I just wouldn't have gotten anything. I at least would have got a card off of it, which would have been nice. But let's go ahead and fight that. Attack. But yeah, I thought the tournament was pretty good too. Not really much to complain about. I mean, coverage was good. The commentators were good. The strategies were solid. Nothing crazy as far as like new decks or anything, but that's fine. I think there were a couple of creative things. And lots of cool stories. And lots of really good players made the top 8. So, you know, all around, I think it was solid. I think I messed this up, though. Like I said, I think I could have killed that Realm Walker last turn and really worked towards something here. And I kind of goofballed it, I think. So now it's not nearly as good of a situation for us. Because I feel like, also if I'd have waited, there's a chance they would have like Binding of the Old Gods. Well, they had a second one anyway. Didn't matter. I was going to say on maybe the Lovestruck Beast, but turns out didn't matter anyway. That food was right on time, though, as that allows my Wicked Wolf to come and play, target that, get to eat a food. So they don't get any extra cards here. Okay, they're giving up. Fantastic. Ooh, I shouldn't have kept this hand. This hand's actually really bad. Yeah, this hand's actually really bad. I think I made a grave error, team. I should have mulliganed this. Mostly because even playing this, like the hand goes nowhere from here. I mean, I'm probably going to end up having to play this Mammoth as a land. Like, I almost want to get lucky and just top deck a land so I can just play the Mammoth. No, that didn't happen. So now what do we do? Yeah, boy, this is tough already on turn 2. I definitely kept a bad hand. It's just going to get us in trouble. I'm just thinking, if we play this, we go get a land. It's still only 4 mana next turn, if we wanted to use it all. But still kind of necessary. Man, this sucks. I'm just going to play this tapped and just see what happens. I mean, we're playing against mono red, it looks like, so I'm probably just going to end up having a crack food for life at some point here. Though, you know, there's an argument. Could it... Oh, nope. This is just straight up landfall. Okay. Oh, I can't block. Duh. Yep. Makes sense. Okay, well, that's better than nothing, I guess. We're gonna have to eat all of our food, though, which sucks a whole hell of a lot here. Man, this hurts. This is what happens when you choose poorly, team. This is what happens when you choose poorly. A bad mulligan makes life way more difficult than it needs to be. Alright, let's see what happens. I mean, we at least bought ourselves some time. They're probably going to play a mammoth here. If they're that heavy on the landfall. Unless they just missed a land here. Which I guess is possible. I mean, otherwise, the best thing we can do is just make food next turn. You know, and give us a Wicked Wolf that can just block things all day. Alright, they are spending some mana now. And being very particular about what they're tapping. They wanted it to be 2 red. This must be... oh, Fire Prophecy. I thought it was going to be Scorching Dragonfire, but yeah, same difference. 3 damage. Good move by the opponent. Alright, we're going to take our 2. Go to 15. I mean, if we get out of this, it's going to feel real good, but man, we are in a bad way right now. And there's a Lovestruck Beast coming. This is not good for us. Alright, we at least got something to block with. No attacks. This is also key because if we get a land, this becomes a 5/5 and we can play Great Henge, and that's a start down the right road. Especially since we have this Troll King. So we can make something happen. We're getting to a spot where we can make a thing happen, but it's going to be a little bit tough. We knew they were going to play Lovestruck Beast, so we kind of get a free turn. Not only did we find a land, we found the best land. All right. This is nice. Gonna go ahead and get the other mountain. And then we can pass now, being able to make double food if necessary. All right, so let's do that. We can make 2 food. We'll gain 2. I mean, they could Embercleave here, which would hurt like hell. But then we would have a Troll King next turn. Maybe. We just have to see what happens. I don't know. Alright, Brushfire Elemental means likely, unless they just play land and attack, no Embercleaves. So that's good. Means we're only dealing with the Lovestruck Beast here. Okay, that's fine, I suppose. Not great, but we'll deal with it. I mean, I assume you got to attack with at least the Lovestruck Beast here. It doesn't make sense to just not attack with that. Oh, they had another 1/1. Okay. So they're basically saying here they're willing to trade and then force me to deal with their Lovestruck Beast next turn. You know what? I think I'm willing to take that trade, all things considered. And then I think I want to tap that and that to make a food. And then I want to make a food. Oh, hold up. Hold up. I was gonna play a Troll King, but a Wicked Wolf here is pretty nice. Wow. This was really unexpected. Pretty cool because we can eat a food, make ourselves a 5/5, and then we don't die in that fight. Now, admittedly, we didn't find another creature, which I was hoping for. But the opponent does have to draw a land to do anything significant here. So I think this is mostly fine. So we're going to go ahead and pass. Also, Wicked Wolf does give us some defense now that we can make double food here. And we're about to have Feasting Troll King. That's going to be triplicate food. And some possible extra mana from Gilded Geese. Or I don't know, it's a magic. Do we say Gilded Gooses? I think it's Gilded Geese. I mean, I know geese is the plural of goose, but in a proper name, I don't know if we say gooses or not. I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comments, because there's always like somebody who's got to correct every content creator. Oh, man. All right. What are we doing here? Feels pretty good. Feels like the opponent doesn't have land in hand. Don't hate it. And they didn't instantly slam their Lovestruck Beast. What's going on here? All right. So it's Lovestruck and nothing? Oh, man. That's huge if they have nothing here. I was going to say, I'll just block the O1s. Like, what? Like, or the 1/1s, I mean. Like, what else was going to happen there? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and crack this Fable Passage. Mostly because I don't know what other benefit there would be by not doing so. Alright, that gives us a big creature, a ton of food now. So even if there is an Embercleave, we've got an 8/7, so we have a bigger toughness than the 6/6 that would be, so we can stand up to that. We can sack some food to gain life. Now we have an Embercleave of our own, you know, and we have a big Feasting Troll King we can attack with next turn. So I think we just pass. We are not the aggressors here, and we're just going to sit on a big pile of food. Maybe make more if we need to. But I think we might have turned the corner here, especially at 16 life. And the opponent really only has a 5/5 that we're worried about. So we will likely be attacking next turn. I mean, basically, we'd be spending 4 mana. We'd still have 1, 2, 3, 4 available. And be plenty to sack food if we need to in case of emergency. Okay, another Lovestruck Beast. That's not nothing. Good way to build some defenses. I'm probably just going to make another food here. Probably should be cracking one, but that's okay. Now that's a cute card to have here. Shadow Skull Smashing would let us do a lot of damage. How much could we do here? We could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would let us kill both Lovestruck Beasts. Probably the safer play. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll target here. Target here. And we're going to deal 6 to either of these. Alright. And then we're going to attack with our 2 bosses. And this should do it. I mean, a big 8/7 trampling creature, a big 5/5. They're already going to be on chump blocking duty. And then the next turn we have the Embercleave to finish things off. That should do it. Can't think of a combination of cards the opponent's going to have here when we have basically indestructible Wolf and regenerating effectively Feasting Troll King. Yep. I mean, if you attack, I'm going to block. I mean, Rada is not going to do nearly enough here. Galea, sure. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bodies, but there are bodies that don't amount to anything here. Yeah, just attack. Pretty sure this is lethal almost no matter how we decide to do it. All right. And that'll get us there. Yep. Well, taking a look at how well this deck played, I have no doubt that the deck is good. Like, if you're looking for another way to play Food or another way to play Gruul, definitely would recommend this. The deck is very good. I'm actually really impressed with the changes that they made. And so credit to the Japanese team that worked on this. Everything turned out great here. Like I said, the only change is maybe you don't really need Vorinclex, but it's actually not a bad card to have there anyway. And then plus or minus the Scavenging Ooze if you really want to go that route. But truthfully, even as is, the deck's fine. You could probably just download it and play it as is. Now, as for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about what is probably the prettiest card out of Modern Horizon, and that's the Mox Tantalite. And what's weird is the card, as far as I know right now, nobody's even doing anything with it, and it's still just shot back up over the last couple of weeks to being about $20. So if you've been looking for a time to move them because you got them early, now's the chance to go ahead and see if you can get something for them. But who knows? Maybe, just maybe, with us knowing another Modern Horizons is on the way, there's going to be something that works well with. Who knows? So this is the gamble moment. Sell it and make your 20 bucks, or hold it and see what happens. I don't think it's going to go down crazy amount, so you might just be on a safe hold motion, I guess. As usual, remember, if you want this deck list, it's going to be down in the description below. And if you are shopping for anything on Amazon, or you're shopping for Magic cards on TCGPlayer, if you use either of the links in the description below, you'll be helping the channel out because we'll get a 1 to 3% kickback, and you don't have to spend anything you weren't already spending to help me out. And finally, if you haven't, please remember to like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Those things really help the videos get in front of more people, let me know that you appreciate what I'm doing, and most importantly, let you get notified every time I have a video up. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.